Hello, everybody, and welcome along to what is episode 1 of the podcast of The Violet Madness. I am Mark, your DM, and if you had got the chance to listen back on our kind of session 0 recap of the campaign thus far, please indulge yourself in that little kind of chat that me and the guys here we just kind of sat around and talk about kind of what's been going on, character backstory, the campaign plot so far, and kind of how we have been navigating that. So we are kind of starting off, not quite, almost halfway through the campaign, we'll say. I won't take up much time with a story recap. That's all captured in the session 0, so please listen back if you haven't already. Let's go around the proverbial table and introduce our heroes, who are in the dukedom of Tenno in Castonia, an empire in the heart of the continent of Varelia. Today, let's start off with Ali.
Hi everyone, I am Ali Marr. You might know me from my romance books or from the Ladies of Lore or from other Emerald Collective podcasts. You can find me on my socials at Ali_Marr_. And today I play Mina Dumont. She is a 50-year-old half-elf with tawny beige skin and long brown curly hair. She's got a happy attitude and a sunny smile and somewhat dark powers of shadows and whispers. She is a College of Whispers bard. She wears riding leathers with a drum on her hip and a pep in her step. And, well, some secrets in her shadows that the party has started to uncover with mixed results. The party has seen a bit of her magic, though the true extent of her powers don't seem to have been revealed yet. Stick around and maybe you'll see them.
Absolutely, I think we shall in time. Thank you very much, Ali. Next up, Matt, would you like to introduce your character and yourself?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm Matt. I will be playing Aelfric Elnaran, the evocation wizard. We're a scholarly, somewhat absent-minded fellow, but with an intense interest in all things magical, and not afraid to unleash his fiery powers when the situation demands it.
Absolutely, thank you. Next up then we have our in real life wizard, Ryan.
Hi guys, I am Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino, and when you're not listening to me here on the Emerald Collective podcast over a few of the different ones, you'll also find me playing in games over on the Emerald Collective Twitch channel and over on my own Twitch channel, Deranged Rhino, twitch.tv/Deranged Rhino, and also I am currently playing with Flying Orc with some D&D on Wednesdays as well. So yeah, I'm everywhere. Come and say hello to me at some point. It'll be great to see you. For this game, I am going to be playing Daemon Phileas Venus. Hello, my darlings. He is a 6-foot red tiefling of an athletic build, stands with this kind of white piratey shirt kind of thing. I don't know what the actual proper word for it is, and a nice little vest piece and trousers. And he's always accompanied by his ever faithful companion, Rocket. Rocket is a steel defender of his own design. And yeah, he's definitely helped out once or twice for sure.
Absolutely, he has. He's gotten you out of some sticky situations for sure. Thank you very much, Ryan. Next up then we have Stephen.
Well, I'm Stephen, and this evening I'm playing Sir Tirion Shadowbane. Tirion is a 27 years young human. He is 6'2" and has been called a blonde bombshell. Consider him somewhere between Jaime Lannister and Prince Charming from Shrek. He is the chosen right hand of Torm, and as such comes from a long line of paladins and his oath of vengeance.
I feel like you need to come up with some blonde good guys.
I did.
We have.
Yeah.
Jaime Lannister has one hell of a redemption arc. That's all I'm saying.
He
Fair,
had.
That's definitely an oath of redemption paladin. You're right. You are totally right.
He's an oath breaker for sure. Wait, hold on. No. That's an oath breaker.
And then redemption.
We'll move on.
Maybe Mina can multi-class into one.
Maybe.
Warlock, Bard, and come on.
If she hasn't broken out some oaths already, who knows? I just keep stirring the pot. Yes, last but not least then we have Dave.
Hey, I'm Dave Jim for the Software Saga, Radiant Citadel, and the Starless Twilight here on the Emerald Collective, and I play Shadar Vicanis, Grave Domain Cleric of the Raven Queen. Shadar is a half-elf, and you place him at around 100 years of age, if it weren't for the fact that he was magically aged by an undead creature in an old manor house a long time ago, a place called Mistmoor. Shadar is actually only in his 30s and exists solely to destroy the undead, all undead, for the glory of the Raven Queen. Shadar has bright white hair and is typically dressed for battle in black leathers with a black chain shirt and his trusty mason wineskin, which are all black as well. So I'm sensing a theme. There is a theme. There's always a theme. It's sadness.
The violet sadness in Shadar's eyes. Yeah, very good. And that's everybody introduced, I believe. And as I said, I won't take up much time with a recap. I think where we left it off last time was you guys arriving in Pethlan. A couple of tasks at hand. Shadar is to return to the Cathedral of the Gods, a little section in there, a little shrine to the Raven Queen, where he's to go and pick up an amulet of the Devout the following day. I believe Aelfric was spending some time in the Great Library of Castonia, with the intention of accompanying Daemon and perhaps maybe even the entire party to Galfond Illimes's tower. Galfond is a very powerful wizard known throughout the land, and an acquaintance of Daemon, and a guest or a host to Aelfric, who is a visitor to these lands. They're here to seek out his aid. As a powerful wizard, he is sure to know at least something about this magical disease that has swept the land. The night previous, Daemon returned to his room only to be visited in the night by his sister, a duchess within the land of Castonia. Recent news to him: an assassination took place where the old duke of those lands was taken out, and with no heir to assume the throne, it was designated to one of the great houses within that region, and it just so happened that Daemon's family was among some of those nobles, and his sister assumed the title of Duchess of those lands. But she indeed visited him in the night. Their relationship, I would say, is complicated, to put it very mildly. And she had visited him and had asked him to undertake a family matter back in Heple, to the southwest of Castonia. Rejection of this offer would only serve to act as a response of aggression, whereas to accept, she promised him a boon or a reward or something of that nature. But he will find out first thing in the morning when he goes to the guard barracks at the front gate of Pethlan. So indeed, as the early evening gives way to late night, Daemon, you have a bit of a restless night's sleep. Aelfric and Tirion in your respective rooms. I don't know, is there anything you guys, wanted to do before turning in for the night?
No, nothing that springs to mind.
Very good, very good.
Oh, I think Shadar is going to go and find a very, very nice restaurant. Put it on the tab. He's going to rub shoulders with the elite and the other folks from the Temple of the Raven Queen, and possibly any other temples that happen to be here. I'm not sure if there are. Anyway, I'm sure there's visiting clerics and dignitaries and stuff like that. He's back in his old stomping ground, so he's going to have a great night.
Very good. And as you take your leisure on the streets of Pethlan, it's kind of late-ish, enough in the evening. It's probably 11:30 at night, and you rock down to Enchantment Avenue, which is where all the entertainment happens. And as you're kind of walking down this stone cobbled street, you can see that it definitely lives up to its name. It's a kind of narrow avenue with kind of stone and wood 2-story dwellings on either side, with kind of these lanterns and buntings kind of crisscrossing the sides of the street, and lanterns of different colors and changing colors. They illuminate to the beat of the music that's coming from street performers along the way, and you can see kind of little food stalls and merchants and that sort of thing as you walk down to find a suitable tavern. And as you're walking by, walking through the bustling crowd, to your left you spot a small red tent with kind of golden tassels along the front entrance, and you can see a kind of old human lady kind of stooped outside, kind of addressing the crowd. And as you're walking past, you hear her call out to you, "You, sir, you look like the type that is interested in the divine and divination. Care to have your fortune read, sir?" And as you're kind of walking past, she's kind of looking at you, but she's also like scouring the crowd. Are you, madam? You all look like the types.
Sorry, is this Shadar or is it
Shadar? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he'll kind of like turn and look at her and scowl and go, "Are you a witch, woman?"
"I am a seer, my good man."
I see. Do you practice the dark arts?
The black arts, I am that of the divination. I see the fortunes and even perhaps even ill fates, if there's something troubling you or something that may trouble you down the line. I have good far sight into people's fates.
I see. You didn't answer my question. Do you practice the dark arts, woman?
I most certainly do not.
I see.
Dabble in the divine arts. And she kind of touches a kind of jewel that's kind of in the center of a circlet around her head. "I see far. I can read the fates of everybody walking down the street. But for a more intimate, in-depth reading, please, all it requires is the exchange of one silver piece, and I shall tell you your fate."
They all say they don't practice the dark arts until the flames begin to lick their ankles. But I will accept your deal, woman.
She graciously bows and gestures inside the tent.
He look behind him. Is there anyone like that? Maybe like he would be aware of like scams and flim-flams and all sorts of schemes. Is there anyone else that's sort of in league with her, that's looking around, that she's making eye contact with? And
yeah, nothing. No need to roll there.
Okay.
Like you've been to Pethlan countless times and spent much time here. Like there are a multitude of flim-flams around this place. Like you can see that she's not the only kind of fortune teller on Enchantment Avenue, but she did kind of make it more of a point to kind of call out to you personally, kind of thing. The others are just like, "Come on, get your fortune read in here."
I haven't got Detect Evil and Good prepared, which is fucking really boiling my piss.
But there are kind of other kind of little, like even on the tent next to her, it's kind of like "Come on in and take part in our drinking contest up against some of the best in here." It's all this kind of stuff, all this kind of themed and kind of jovial kind of things, all the kind of stuff you'd see at a fairground kind of thing.
He'll walk in, keeping an eye out and looking for any sort of dark symbols or sigils or signs in this tent, or anything that might indicate that there's more to this creature than meets the eye.
Can I ask you to make a religion check?
Oh shit! I sure as God he should be good at this. He has +5. It's intelligence. Guidance. It's 18 + 4 is 22.
A 22 on a religion check, befitting of a cleric. Yeah, you look around and you see all these kind of sigils, kind of they're more like cheap looking amulets kind of hanging around the pitchings on the tent, and none of them are of any kind of significance or religious significance. You can see different kind of symbols, but they don't pertain to any religious order. They're more for show kind of thing. Perhaps you're getting you get the impression that perhaps there's no symbols of any specific deity for fear that this might hurt her business venture. Should someone, like you're affiliated with the Raven Queen, if you went in and looked around and saw just symbols of, Bahamut, it might deter you. But no, there's symbology there, but it's more mundane.
Right. Can I ask, did Mina make something for him? Does he still have it?
Mina made a kind of raven skull necklace.
Yeah. I think he still has it.
You took it off after the first argument, but I think you put it back on after the group bath scene.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So he'll go, well, what is it you require of me? How much gold do I need to sit in a chair and face west or something like that?
1 silver piece, my dear, and she ushers you to a little stool in front of a small wooden table, and she sits on a cushion on the other side.
It's not a mimic, is it?
Perish the thought. Perish the thought, my dear.
Here's your silver.
Please, have a seat. And it's almost...
Your name, please.
Velma is my name, my dear.
Velma is your name,
to ask. And it's a very overpowering smell of incense in the room, and a couple of lanterns kind of lit on either side of the table. And she takes out this green deck of cards, non-patterned at the back, just plain green cards, and she begins to shuffle them. So, what is it that you would like? What is it about your future, your fate, that you would like to discern? Would you like me to leave out the ill?
Oh no, I love the ill. That's the best part.
Very good, very good. Now, and she kind of shuffles it and put it, she...
Why don't you tell me about my past first? That way I'll get a good handle on whether you can accurately predict my future.
Very well, I shall. And she spreads all the cards out. Would you care to cut that for me, dear?
He pulls out a knife.
No. Cut the deck.
Yes,
cut the deck in not in the literal sense.
And he will cut the deck in such a way as he will separate it so there's only 2 in the bottom and everything else on the top.
Okay, she will only need 3 cards, so she will renege the ones you left out and draw 3 cards from the top. Face down at first. She puts the rest of the deck away. And it says your past, your present, and your future. She flips over the first card. Death. It seems as though...
How many of those cards has she got in the deck? There's going to be 2 more.
There should be only 1 in this pack.
Sorry, it must be a faulty deck.
This is really weird. There should only be 1 in the pack. 3 death cards. The first one is death, and she looks at you and looks into your eyes, and she says, well, pardon me for saying, but I get the feeling that you're not long in this life, but your face does tell me otherwise. I feel like perhaps maybe you've lost something dear to you. Perhaps a bit of yourself, maybe. But with death comes new life. She flips the second card. It's a card depicting a man and a woman under a tree, and they're both embracing one another. Interesting. I believe that this journey has brought you into a companionship.
I wouldn't call it that.
Necessarily, the nature of this card doesn't merely specify one companion. I mean.
Oh, I see. I
believe that you may have
entanglement, but anyway,
you may have led a solitary life up until recently, no?
Yes, a blissful solitary life.
I see. Well, I suppose current events haven't really led into any way of bliss among the people of Castonia. But it appears that if it hasn't happened already, that you will be, well, unencumbered with company, I suppose. For better, for worse, who knows? That's for the future to tell.
Well, it's happened already, so.
Speaking of which, I see. Well, very good, very good. That means the present is it's reflected in the cards then. And she flips over the second card, or the third card, and she holds it up in front of her before she lays it on the table, and she kind of sucks her lips. She just she kind of sets it down, and it's a card that kind of depicts like a man, an animal, a tree, the sun, and in the center it depicts ocean, land, that kind of thing. A very heavy depiction of flora and fauna. And she says, "Interesting. You are not long in this world, and the future tells me," she bites her lip, "that you're not long for it either."
That is the best news I've heard all day.
Well, you said no ill news, but this obviously comes as some good news to you.
Indeed.
But
a blessed relief from the torture that is existence. A final closing of the eyes to the nightmare that is life.
I see. Well,
does your little card say how it will happen?
It does not.
A heavy book falling from a high library shelf, or a horse throwing its shoe and ding, knocking me in the skull, or death in battle for the glory of the Raven Queen.
I cannot say. The future, although a fluid transition from the present, is not set in stone either. This just tells me your fate, but I've heard tell of one or two stories of certain people escaping what was laid out for them. But it doesn't sound
fate, as it were.
Indeed, but it doesn't sound to me as if that's something you want to do.
I mean, the concept of escaping one's fate is merely one's fate is always going to play out, surely. Yes, maybe outrunning it for a short while.
But would we ever know, though? That is the interesting and philosophical question. And you won't know your fate has been achieved until it comes to pass. But if you had the benefit of hindsight, who knows?
What do you mean by that? How would one have the benefit of hindsight for future events?
Well, if we knew now what our fate was to be, we could change it, but we don't.
How could we possibly know? Why even raise that subject?
Because if the future comes to pass, we say it must be fate, but we won't know until it happens. I can only see certain aspects. I just know that there will come a time in the near future where you will leave this world, my friend. Be very wary.
I am a cleric of the Raven Queen. I hope for such a happenstance every day of the week.
Well, I'm glad that my reading was
just completely useless, woman.
Well, I do say that I feel, and she kind of...
You told me I've had a tragic backstory. You told me I've probably recently met some people, and you said that I'm probably going to die. I'm a cleric in the service of the Raven Queen. I go into battle on the daily, my dear. All of these things I could have gleaned from a quick look in the mirror, or a glance at a still reflection in a lake.
Be very wary, my child, because the future is fickle, and sometimes what is destined for us might not be exactly what you had in mind. My reading is not but a warning. Just be very mindful of the situations you land yourself in.
Do you know a creature called Esmeralda? And he'll lean in a little bit, and he's drilling into her to study the reaction.
She looks up at the kind of the highest pitch of the tent, looks down. I can't see the name rings a bell.
Can I insight check that?
Absolutely do.
Come on, here's a
14.
14, and I'm going to throw my guidance on that if you'll allow me.
I will allow it.
+9. That's a 26.
She genuinely looks like she is searching her memory for someone she may or may not know called Esmeralda and draws a blank.
Do I get the impression that a flame strike might help her tell the truth?
With a 26 insight, I would say probably not going to help.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't believe a word of that, and he thinks it's all flim flam. He does believe in, obviously, like, he deals in the supernatural every day, but I mean, it just seems a little bit too vague and a little bit too sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Like Jim Rose circus kind of vibe, you know what I mean? So he's gonna turn around, he's gonna, well, Velma, that is your real name. I wish you good night. I hope nothing but the best for you. May you fall into a deep slumber, not awake in the morning, and meet the Raven Queen.
Well, I know my own fate, my dear. I am certainly going to wake up in the morning, but time on this world is finite. Now you know.
I always knew, my dear. I always knew.
Well, I sincerely thank you for your custom.
Oh, I have many customs. Good night, my dear.
And good night. And she almost immediately follows you back out, and you're only a few yards away, where she is again addressing the crowd on the street. Get your fortunes read in here. And as you walk on,
he will take a look back just to see.
Yeah, like, I mean,
looking at him, or
she's not. No. She's just addressing the crowd. Back to business.
Her face isn't turned into one of the sisters or anything like that.
Nope,
okay, right.
Nothing of the sort.
Yeah, can you tell we've been traumatized by Mark's games?
The whole stall is gone.
Yeah.
Playing the long game with this one, Dave. Don't worry.
Okay.
But yeah, it's again, you're kind of you've frequented these a lot of the taverns on Enchantment Avenue many times, but on this particular occasion, you're drawn into this particular tavern. The music just wafting out from the doors and windows. And the general banter that comes with the music seems to draw you in, and the guided in by the as I said, the banter and the playful sounding music, you push open those creaking doors into the tavern, stepping into a room bustling with laughter, clinking glasses, and the comforting aroma of roasted meats. The dimly lit room is alive with patrons, and they seem to be from all walks of life, all different demographics, and are seeking respite from their adventures. Wooden tables and chairs are scattered haphazardly, and crackling fireplace casts a warm glow, beckoning you inside. And at the center of the tavern, atop a small raised stage, stands an elegantly dressed woman playing a lute. Locks of thick, curly brown hair frame her face that glistens slightly against the amber flames within the tavern. Dressed in a vibrant, flowing red dress, she strums the lute with practiced ease. With every strum of the lute and each dancing step they take while playing, her anklets and bracelets kind of jingle with a melodic harmony to the sound of the lute. Her voice, matched equally with her beauty, resonates throughout the room, effortlessly capturing the attention of every single patron in that tavern. And as the bard performs, her fingers dance across those strings, conjuring melodies that weave tales of ancient heroes, forbidden love, and harrowing battles. The audience hangs on every single word, eyes transfixed as emotions rise and fall with each chord. As you grab a seat by the bar, you can't help but feel your own foot tapping along to the beat. The tavern hums with anticipation as the bard's voice swells with passion. Her voice effortlessly reaches the highest notes and then softly whispers to the silence. The crowd erupts in thunderous applause, their cheers and whistles filling the air, and then the bard bows gracefully, a twinkle in her eyes as she graciously accepts the praise. She leans her lute next to a stool on the stage before stepping down to head to the bar for a drink. The room slowly returns to its lively chatter, but the memory of that bard's captivating performance lingers.
Which it are.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
no, she was very good, wasn't she?
Talking to a halfling on a stool next to you, best darn performance I've seen in a while. I think
Very good.
I think I ought to buy her a wine. She's coming up to the bar.
My friend, have you ever been dead?
Well, what?
You ever died?
After a few of these, I have. He holds up a flagon of ale. Barkeep, a wine for the performer. She just arrives up at the bar next to you.
I'll take a wine. White, light, sweet. Gotta save the voice.
Oh, go off.
And it's then, now that she's closer, you notice that it was actually Mina dancing on the stage and singing.
Was it now?
Do I notice Shadar, or am I just lost in the haze of performance?
That's up to you.
If he knows it's Mina, he'll go, barkeep, I suppose that one's on me.
Oh!
I wanted to buy her a wine.
Oh, you go ahead then, my friend. It's all right.
Barkeeper, what she wanted?
Mina's face fall. I'm only saying this because Shadar's passive is like the moon. Mina's face falls for half a second and then comes right back up.
24. Yeah, he'll kind of go, well, I see. So he said she's wearing a red dress. Is that right? Or
red and gold. You've only ever seen her in blue and white, so it's just
red and gold. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's maybe a little bit taken aback, but he's sort of recovers quickly, and he's like, well, my dear, seems you've been busy this evening.
Yes,
found a job here in Pethlan.
Nothing permanent.
Isn't that the way of things? I love the tenets by which I live.
And she's she downs the wine. You get the impression that she may have wanted to sit and enjoy the wine, but she's just drinking it faster than she normally does.
Slow down there. I don't think I have lesser restoration prepared tonight.
I do love a woman with good constitution, the little halfling says.
Oh, that she has.
You'll love me. Please don't ruin my buzz. Tirion did that to me once. Did not work out well for him.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, the spell thing. Yes. No, only with consent, my dear. So, who's going to be no more music until you get back on, or what's the business there? They friends of yours, or?
I have no idea. I walked in, I started singing, and people started.
You just walked in and took over.
Yes.
It's very just at
Impressive.
that moment, a dragonborn with a flute is now kind of playing along to a little melody there, kind of filling the musical silence, as it were.
Yeah. Well, is that you for the evening, my dear? If you another few performances to, as it were, perform.
Well, no, I don't have to be here all night. I just was looking for something a bit lively, a bit fun. Everything with us, all of us, has gotten quite serious as of late.
Yes.
It's good to let loose and, have fun. Be fun.
I had some fun earlier. The people in the podcast, listening to the podcast, can't see is that we are all on Zoom, and some people are making some rude expressions and gestures. Shadar was like, I had some fun on the way over here. I found a fortune teller, told me I was going to die soon. Isn't that wonderful?
You went to a fortune teller?
Well, she sort of cajoled me in. I'd had a few glasses of wine and whatever else. It only cost me a silver piece, so I must mark it off on my character sheet. There we go. Yes.
Did you know you died already?
What? She said that I had a tragic backstory. She also said that I could have met some people recently, and that I'm going to die soon. All of which I know already.
Like any adventurer that would come to Pethlan?
Right?
I think you've got scammed, sweetie.
It's only a scam. It's only a scam if you can't pay the rent after engaging your services. I don't know if you know, but I'm very wealthy. And to Shadar, like being wealthy is having 100 gold because everything else comes free.
Well, then I suppose you can get the next wine.
Yes, we're having another one. Exactly. Ryan chat says, I don't know if you know. Kind of a big deal. Yeah, very well. Shall we go for the ooh, little glass of bubbly? Shall we go for the bubbly?
Sure.
Excellent. You there, barkeep?
Yeah. What can I get you?
You got the chilled wine with the bubbles in it.
Indeed, I do. Let me get some for you.
A bottle of that, some strawberries, and some cured meats, if you will.
Very good, very good.
And strawberries wrapped in cured meats as well.
I'll most certainly see what I can do there.
Excellent.
I
It's a
guess
delicacy. It's a delicacy. You should certainly try it. It's lovely. Well, my dear, I hope you feel you're sufficiently unwinding.
Yeah. Actually, it's the
Good for you.
most fun I've had in quite a while.
This is my old stomping grounds here, Pethlan.
Yeah. Well, I've been a few times.
Really?
Of course. A lively city and
Well, it's a lot of. I mean, the cathedral's here and the market and the Grand Arena. Have you ever been to the Grand Arena?
yes. Of course. I've been everywhere. Here.
So you say. So what's your plan for tonight then, Miss Dumont?
It's Lady Dumont to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lady Dumont.
Well, if you're going to bring
you may-
last names into it,
You may
as well
call me
title
Father
them.
Vicanus then.
Ooh, Daddy.
No.
Never once.
His cheeks do redden at that.
Do we have the bubbly at this point?
Yes, he sets down the bubbly on the counter and has your cured meats and fruit.
I
Yeah,
will
well,
not eat the fruit wrapped in cured meat. That sounds
can I
disgusting.
not tempt you at all? It's a wonderful experience. Salt and sweetness at the same time, and it's death and life in one little fruity, fleshy parcel.
I didn't think you were a man of complicated flavors.
Oh, there's a lot more to me than folks think they see.
Ah. Toast?
Oh, yes, sorry, I thought you meant cooked bread. But yes.
Yeah, no, the
yes.
chef.
Sorry. And he'll hear a tink. Well, to what shall we toast you, Lady Dumont?
A fun night in Pethlan. We haven't had one of those in a while.
Well, we haven't had one of those any time. We haven't been together in Pethlan, but yes, I'm picking up what you're putting down. So, tink, and he'll sink the glass of bubbly and pour another one.
Amazing. I hate to say it, and I don't think Shadar notices exactly. Shadar is killing this vibe right now. He doesn't mean to.
No,
he
he
doesn't mean to. But Mina was dancing on stage and everyone was cheering for her, and now she's sitting like, okay, so like, are we friends? Are we not friends? And you're using my title, and this is weird. So she's probably going to.
I think it was just to kind of clear that up. Shadar would definitely have been sort of using titles as in an attempt to sort of lighten the situation. He definitely wasn't being serious.
Oh, he wasn't like trying to distance or anything.
No.
Okay.
It would have been as a kind of a way to sort of defuse the tension. Sort of just, you know, it's like meeting Mark for a pint and going, "Hello, Doctor of Occult Sciences, how are you?"
Yep, I'm still going to raise my hand on a plane whenever anyone asks for a doctor.
So Doctor knows, yes, not the one you hope.
Well, are you hoping that the patient gets better or worse when I'm done with them?
Yeah, I mean, look, if they die, I can try and bring them back to life. It'll be fine. You might not like what they look like. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, if you meant it differently, she probably reads it differently.
Yeah.
So, definitely. I assume we're in bar stools, like right at the bar.
I think so.
Yep.
So she'll swing around a little bit on hers, lean back, kind of shoulders against the rim of the bar, looking over the other people dancing and singing. And the bar is definitely a little less energetic since she got off the stage. So more conversation would flow easily. And then
yeah, like the Dragonborn with the flute is killing it out there, but his performance is not half as good as yours.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying.
He's quite good at tooting that flute, isn't he?
I suppose. Well, the crowd seems to enjoy it.
Yes, I kind of feel them because they were more into what you were doing. So well done.
Thank you. Well,
Yes.
we've been traveling so much. I haven't been able to really sit back and enjoy a city. Well, since Grendel, and well, didn't really get to enjoy much there.
No, we didn't. Yes. It's great here, though, isn't it, Pethlan? And you can see he's quickly running out of things to talk about because, Shadar's not great at that.
So you are killing the vibe.
Yeah, kind of, but like not like he doesn't really know what to say. And he's picked up a cocktail stick and he's chasing a strawberry around the plate with it, and he's talking about he's like, well, it's early yet. It's only only coming up to midnight, and yeah, I know this place. It doesn't open till 1 a.m. You need a secret password to get in. It's a bit crazy. It's not like a fight club or anything like that.
Are you sure? You seem like a fight club kind of guy.
Oh, I am. But it's not a fight club. It's not a prayer club either. I'm in a few of those. But it's yes, it's kind of He looks around and he goes, "Have you ever done drugs, meaning to want?"
She's looking at you up and down, the kind of way you'd look at a friend where you're like, are you a narc right now? Or are you offering me drugs? Or insight check. I'd like to insight check.
Okay.
Well, Dave, I don't know. I don't even know what's going on. So
That's okay. That's okay.
I'll let you discern from the roll.
I'm so put off. It's a 12. I have no idea what's going on right now.
I don't even know if he's being genuine or not.
And neither do I.
So Shadar will say, "Well, there's a place down the road, just down the laneway there. It's the secret password, 2 knocks and 2 kicks on the door, and then you scrape your shoulder, pauldron off it 3 times, kind of like a code. And they'll it's a belly button sized flap that will open, and it's a small halfling there, and he'll ask you 2 questions." Rather like riddles. I know. I wrote all the questions for him down one night, so I can get us in. But yes, it's like a smoking bar. You go on kind of vision quests and things. It's rather fun.
So Mina hops off the bar stool. She kind of not wraps around. That's the wrong word. But like she's standing in front of you. Like if the bar is to our backs. And you're sitting on the stool, and she's sitting on the stool, and you're both facing out. She comes so that she's standing right in front of you on the bar. She reaches her arm right over, grabs the strawberry, plucks it in her mouth, and she's like, "I'm going to sing another. I'll be back." And then just goes.
Very good. He looks down to the halfling and he goes, "Probably shouldn't have mentioned the drugs."
What? Oh, are you talking about that place around the corner? That's my cousin that works at the door there.
Oh, I know him well. Yes, Albert. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, you know that lady? She's real good.
Which lady?
The lady you were just talking.
Oh, I know. I'm very well. She's really good. She's really good with a sword as well. I've seen her in battle. I've seen her send many souls to the Raven Queen.
Whoa. I haven't seen her around here before. She's spoken for?
No, she's not, sir.
He kind of smacks the hands together and rubs them. Barkeep, finest wine, white wine was she was drinking, wasn't it?
Yes, chilled white wine.
top shelf stuff.
Indeed.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what's your name, sir?
Phineas.
Phineas, would you like me to be your wingman?
You have her being you being a friend. You what is she like? What, give me an inside scoop.
Inside scoop. Well, she's very personable. She's the kind of person that, well, you try to shut out a lot, but no matter what, they get in on you. And she's this annoying habit of annoying you, but when they stop annoying you, you kind of miss being annoyed. Do you understand me?
And Mina has since started performing, and when you say, do you understand me, he's like elbow on the bar, palm under his chin, and he's not even looking at you. He's looking past you at Mina with a big stupid smile on his face. He's like, yeah, she's something else, huh? Another ale and that wine. Hey, you're a good guy.
I've got you. You should do shots.
2 sambucas.
Yes.
But yeah, this guy, he drinks the night away, and he'll like when Mina, if Mina comes back to the bar, he will kind of make a pass, but it'll be slurred nonsense at that point.
I muted myself because I was laughing too much.
I could see you.
For everyone at home, I'm dying here. My face is red. I can't stop laughing. This is amazing.
It's like we never left.
Mina indeed will come back. She'll probably get lost in the sauce and end up performing like 2 or 3 songs, maybe 4. But yeah, I imagine slurred guys at the bar making a pass at her isn't a new experience. So she probably, I mean, you said he's too slurred for it really to make sense, right?
By the time you come back, he's just, it's just nonsense he spouts at you.
Have you met Phineas?
This good lady.
And he'll nudge, he'll nudge me, and he goes, he's a little drunk.
And when you nudge him, he falls off the stool. It's like, how did that get there? He just kind of stumbles around and fumbles for his flagon that's spilled all over the floor, annoying a couple of half elves sitting nearby.
We should probably get out of here.
Sure thing.
You want to go to that place? Hang out. They've got some. I believe they've got some spirits from amber sand that only you can only drink once it's heated up to boiling temperatures, like the lava in the place. You know, the volcano is in amber sand.
Mark, do I know the name of this drink?
I would say probably yes.
Do either of you know the name of the drink?
I just made it up right there.
Yeah, he's just making it up as he goes along. A flaming mo, says Stephen.
The flaming mo. Yes.
That's called the Can on Fire.
Very good.
Yes. I love Can on Fires. You have the worst nights on Can. Well, the best nights on.
Well, sometimes the best nights are the worst nights, and the worst nights are the best nights. Let's go.
And as you're walking out of the tavern, you just hear from behind you, Mina, Phineas shouting, "Sending stone me!" And you exit the tavern. Is there anything else to interject there, or are you just kind of drinking the night away? Or
I'm happy to return to whatever happens, after you do something else with the other guys.
I imagine we're going to the next morning, so we can go ahead and skip that. I don't want to take up all the time.
No, it's fine. Just wanted to see if there was anything you guys wanted to kind of pursue there, but if not, that is perfectly fine.
No, I mean, I feel like we got to save all the deep backstory stuff for later. You know, it can't be an open book. You've got to have like compartments and daggers and
So safe to assume you
libraries.
just kind of you kick back, have a few drinks, and
Yeah, I think there'll be a few more moments where, like maybe in that nightclub and whatever, like where they've some more chats. But maybe we can return to that at some other time, almost like a flashback or something like that.
Sure,
But
sure.
I think at the very end of the night,
Oh, sorry. Maybe hold on. Maybe there's one thing. This club type place we're going to. Number one, do they know Shadar? Do they
would.
view him as some sort of life of the party, or as some sort of?
Albert at the door certainly knows him. Even after Shadar did the secret kind of knock and password kind of thing to get in, little halfling has a kind of bushy, sandy blonde beard and two rosy cheeks. He says, Shadar, and he holds out his hand,
friend.
and they have this special handshake, a real
Oh my
complicated looking
god!
one. Yeah. Been a while since I've seen you, boy. Come on in here.
There's my pal Bert over there. Isn't that right? Yes.
First round of Flaming Moses on your old pal.
Oh, yes, no problem. Here's 2 gold. Take care of us, my friend. Another 5 waiting for you when I leave.
This guy was always a good guy. Get on down there.
Have you got the nice booth free?
I can make it free.
Yeah, well, do that. Tell them Shadar Vikanis has arrived.
It kind of again just kind of gives you a fist bump and another little secret handshake, and that's the cue for you that he's got you all sorted.
Yeah. So I think at the end of the night, then probably they'll both be absolutely hammered.
Is this a dancing club? Hold on, I have more questions. Are people doing drugs on the bar? Is this a dancing kind of club? What is happening?
It's kind of like a shisha kind of place, where everyone would sit down and they just smoke and they get a little bit stoned. It's not like illegal or anything like that. It's just where they just they all sort of pass the pipe around and stuff like that, and you'll get a little bit of a buzz, but you'll be just kind of chilled, stuff like that. Shadar, it's like the night out drug equivalent of his tea that stops the nightmares. That's why he comes here a lot. So
interesting. Okay, so I have a new understanding of who this man is what I'm walking away with.
Yeah, and it'll be a kind of a chill at night. We'll be drinking, whatever else like that. He'll make sure that he drops you back to wherever you're staying.
Very good. And after your night of drinking, dancing, and everything else, night gives way to day. And Daemon, as I said, you had a bit of a restless night. You probably get up out of bed a little earlier than you actually need to. It's sunrise. Just before sunrise, actually. It's still quite dark out, but you know that once dawn approaches, your selection boxes, as it were, are waiting for you. Are you heading straight there, or anything else you got?
He'll wake up and kind of sit up and kind of rub his leg as he always does, because his leg's always in pain. So he kind of rubs the muscle to try and free the leg up a little bit, as he always does. Puts the compartment back into his leg, and then starts kind of slowly getting up and getting dressed and stuff. He's definitely a bit more languished this morning. It's hard, when you're tired and it's just hard to do everything. You just feel so heavy,
every Monday for me, my dude.
Yeah. And so he'll get himself up and Rocket, stay here for me, okay? I'll be back soon. And I'll leave the room and I'll head down towards Tyrion's door, and he'll get there and kind of sluggishly, and then he kind of stands upright, pulls the vest a little bit tighter and a bit neater and stuff, and corrects himself on the door.
Tyrion has been up for probably an hour, is fully suited, booted in his armor and his sword freshly sharp, and he'll swing it open. Good morning, Daemon.
Hello, Tyrion. I was hoping to catch you maybe a little bit less prepared, but I guess
the early bird gets the bacon, friend.
Oh, I see. We're going for the bacon. That's a good choice.
Empty pockets.
Might I trouble you for a quick conversation?
Of course. Would you like to come in?
Yes, yes, if that's okay.
Step away from the door and let him in.
I come in and, wait to be gestured to be seated, as he would be politely.
Closes the door.
I wanted to, request something from you, if I can.
If this is within my power.
I was visited by my sister yesterday evening, and she has asked me to return home to help with some family matters. But the thing is she's an evil bitch, and I don't really want to do it. But there may be some severe consequences if I don't. And I was hoping that maybe you'd be able to help me. Something I was remembering when I was trying to sleep, but I couldn't. And I figured you'd know better than anyone. I tried to live by this as I was taught it, but it's too confusing, and I don't know what to do. Respect and enforce the law, and honor your traditions. Demonstrate truthfulness, loyalty, and steadfast devotion to the rightful cause. Do not flinch in the execution of your duty, no matter what the consequences. The problem with that is, what if they are contradictory to each other?
This is a problem we face when we devote ourselves to Torm, but as his chosen right hand, depending on the consequences, I'm sure I could aid you in whichever end of the spectrum decision you make. Which do you believe contradict each other?
Well, to honor one's traditions is not towards the devotion of a rightful cause.
And would these traditions harm the innocent?
Most definitely.
Hmm.
Which is why I try not to heed so much into that part, but I feel like this isn't something you can pick and choose at. At least from what my tutor would have said anyway.
And if I may ask, what would the consequences be?
The truth is, I don't know, but apparently they are waiting for me down at the gates. She gave me two options: help or don't. Down at the gate, apparently there is a symbol from her of whichever I choose.
Or would you like to take an early morning stroll and we can see the choice or symbology your sister chooses to make?
But to do that, I'd have to make up my mind as to what I choose. Hence why I'm asking you, because you seem the most forthright of our group.
Well, I always feel obliged that it is my duty to protect the innocent and those who cannot protect themselves, but situationally, the need of the many outweigh the need of the few. So, circumstantially, there is some leeway, let us say, that the gods allow us to have.
What if what she's asking of me actually is for the good of the many?
And I'd be curious as to what it is she asks and how that benefits the many.
Well, well, she says it's a family matter. And up until now, I believe both my mother and father to be gone. So the fact that she's at least initiating that maybe they're not might mean a lot worse things are to come.
When you say come, do you mean literally? Or that evil events may be on the horizon? If they do still live, would you expect them to visit?
I would expect, and you see there's like this real, like Damon's always got this kind of smarmy, kind of cheeky grin and, eyes wide, light up kind of thing. His like demeanor's always that almost of what you would expect from a bard, that kind of cheery, would cheer up everyone kind of person. But you see as it's like the color literally gets washed out of him for a second. If it is true that my parents are still alive, it would mean a lot, and I mean a lot, of very unnecessary, violent deaths. But to add to that, and he tries to break that now with a little bit of a smile, I wouldn't be surprised if my sister was actually just trying to do that herself.
And do you believe the family matter is aid your help to aid your sister in aiding your parents in this venture or removing them?
Up until now, I had believed that she had already removed them. The fact that she's calling on me for help means that the only thing I can think of is that somehow they're back.
Yeah, but how about doing that?
If you don't get rid of them in the right places, yes.
No matter how much he scrubs and polishes his armor, there are those long burnt in places where it is his grandfather wore this armor to the hell and holds the living memories. He goes, well, if you believe aiding your sister would be to eliminate a threat, I will stand by your side. And if she attempts to double cross you or turn her vengeance upon you, she will be met with a greater force.
I have seen what you've done to sisters, my dear.
Can't see the inside of the shield or there's 3 scratch marks.
My only worry is that if this is the thing, and if we did end up helping, that it's ultimately going to leave a bigger path for her to walk, which may also be a problem at some point. You see, my sister is a duchess, not of, I'm sure you can tell by looking at me, not of bloodline, more taken. Now, I know this is how it's been done for centuries, but I dare say probably not to the same attrition as they would have done.
Convenient timing, perhaps, in the midst of all that is going on.
Yes, it does seem that way.
Well, if we were to aid her in this family matter, solving possible problems for yourself and the greater good, and she was to attempt to go down this road, if we are successful in dealing with Esmeralda and the madness, the other 3 dukedoms would be up in arms, should she take it in a wrongful direction.
So what you're saying is that if we're smart about this, we end one problem and potentially a second, but with the backing of the rest of the country, of the world.
Or buy time to let the problem sort itself.
You know, Sir Tirion, there has always been a reason I've liked you.
Well, it is one of the tenets of vengeance. Fight the greater evil. Faced with the choice of fighting any sworn foe or combating a lesser evil, fight the greater.
Honestly, I know of very little threat to this world greater than my sister, and potentially my parents if they're still alive. Or should I say, if they're back.
Well, I see one of 2 outcomes. Either this is the greatest threat known, or we have a much better standing than you believe. Either way, we'll find out.
It would be nice to, as you said, eliminate at least one problem.
Check one off the list.
And Daemon stands up, straightens himself again, big smile back on the face. Tell me, Sir Tirion, do you fancy taking a walk with me? And he'll hold out his arm.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we'll head out and I'll grab like a handful of bacon to give to Sir Tirion on the way out. And yeah, head down towards the gate then.
And off ye trot down through down the streets of Pethlan that are starting to. You can just see kind of merchants setting up for the morning and not quite open just yet, but kind of the morning routines, as it were, as you head down into Old Town, where the
Couple
front
of
gates are.
drunks singing down the other lane.
Yeah, you see a halfling that's really kind of suffering big time in the gutter near a tavern on Enchantment Avenue. Shadar might
Trying to find
recognize
the
him.
sentence down.
He's trying to find his ending stone. Yeah. But indeed, while that's happening, while you're traveling down, Aelfric, you are in your room, not long up out of bed. Perhaps, maybe you can correct me if that's not the case, but there's a knock on your door regardless.
Okay. Yeah, I think Aelfric would be starting to get up. He's got some more library time on his schedule, so he'll be getting up early. Very excited for that. So yeah, I'll go to answer the door.
Mr. Elnaran, is now a good time. I apologize for the early arrival. I'm a messenger on behalf of Duke Fenwell.
Oh no, it's quite all right. I was awake. Please, what's your message, man? Let me hear it.
Well, Duke Fenwell sent me here post haste. He was able to speak with the other dukes and duchesses, and indeed the king himself, and commended your efforts with you and your traveling companions on the escort to Pethlan, and they do believe that Professor Illimus, Galfond Illimus, is he is a man that is of quite valuable insight into this recent occurrence of the Violet Madness, and well, they cannot gain access to his tower, and well, they were hoping that maybe a like-minded young fellow such as yourself, well adept in magic, could perhaps maybe acquire him for us on the behest of the king himself.
Well, it's very honoured, of course, to receive the summons of the king himself, and to being held in esteem by him. I would be more than happy to assist. I'd very much like to speak with Galfond myself.
Please do bear in mind that his tower is reinforced with quite powerful magics. It's not as simple as just waltzing in and asking him to come down from his room. It's been proven quite difficult to gain access. I'm sure a man of your stature will figure it out, of course.
Well, we consider it an intellectual challenge. I'm
Absolutely.
sure a man of his esteem doesn't want to be bothered by just anybody. So I look forward to applying myself to the task at hand.
Sincerest gratitudes on behalf of the dukes, duchesses, and of course His Majesty himself. Well, I bid you good day.
Oh, yes, thank you very much. The same to you, of course.
And with that, he makes his leave, and Aelfric, I believe you probably have a bit of work to do in the library before everyone else kind of gathers for the afternoon.
Yes, indeed.
Such thing as a library use check in 5e?
No, sir. As Daemon and Tirion are making their way to the front gate, Aelfric is making his way to the library. Maybe Shadar and Mina are a little bit later in the morning to get up. But Shadar, as you awaken, you begin to think about the events of last night. After you had gained entrance to your, I suppose, speakeasy, as it were. Any insights as to kind of what Shadar remembers from that night?
Yeah, I think after all of that, Shadar, I mean, it would have sort of staggered out. Probably, I don't know if Mina is how would she be about all this, but I kind of feel like they'd be fairly drunk and pally. And
Mina was drunk, just about drunk before you were even at the tavern.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like he's going to give her a jockey,
stumbling home.
Yeah, he's going to give her a jockey back to the back to the inn.
That's like a piggyback ride, right?
Yeah, piggyback. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
And she's like pointing, and he's coming, and they're kind of running through.
Oh,
and he'll kind of drop her off. Right, well, There you go. Now you know him. Now
Wait,
you've been
hold
to
on, hold on. Like,
Yes.
I imagine Mina, like, while they're doing the jockey thing, she's just
Mhm.
like, Shadar.
What?
What do you call? Okay. Shadar, what do you call a poorly managed graveyard?
Poorly. I'd call the authorities on it.
No, a cemetery.
What?
A cemetery. You know, like.
Oh, I see. Meh. I see. Yes. Very good. Yes. I see. Well, look, there's a graveyard at the end of this street. I guess it really is a dead end. Right? And he'll kind of scooch her off the back, and he'll, well, I guess this is your stop. I'll see you in the morning then. Good to get to know you outside of the battlefield and all of the stress and the violent madness and that. What?
I'm glad we're not fighting anymore.
Yes. Me too. I'm sure we will be fighting in the future, but maybe on each other's sides this time. And he'll kind of reach his hand out to shake, and then as she goes to shake, he'll make a fist bump. Then she'll make a fist bump, and he'll shake. He'll end up shaking the fist bump, and it's really awkward. He'll go, yes. Good night. And he'll kind of wander off. But he'll wake up with a very sore head, and then he will first spell of the day is Lesser Restoration, because that's how clerics function. And I will remove one of those. I presume we can take a long rest.
Yes, yeah, you can pop a long rest on
Zip
there.
zap skibbity bap. Let me get rid of a Lesser Restoration.
Although I really think the only people in the party that got a really good night's sleep were Tyrion and Aelfric. But
yeah. So there is one thing I would like to do, Mark, if it's okay. He would have done it before he went out, if that's okay. Could I get a headphones off, if that's all right?
Ooh.
So he will go and meet. What was the name of his boss, the cleric?
Lenitas Thelion.
Okay, cool. So he's going to go and find Lenitas Therion, his boss. And he's going to meet Lenitas, and he'll go, well, my friend, I hope it's not too much of an intrusion, but I need a favor.
And he was in his office sitting on his chair, and he kind of leans back like he always does and places his interlaced fingers on his belly. Well, I thought requesting an amulet of the devout was favor enough, but let's hear it, Vicanus.
Well, like permission to set this place as a destination for the word of recall spell.
This very temple.
Indeed, sir.
Not an outlandish request by any stretch of the imagination.
That's the polite thing to do, sir.
You have my blessing. Just don't be recalling any unsavory things back here. At least not without a word of warning, so we can have some paladins ready.
You won't need paladins where I'm going, sir. They'll all be taken care of. Thank you for that. And he'll head off then. He will cast Word of Recall. So you and up to 5 winning creatures within 5 feet of you instantly teleport to a previously designated sanctuary. You and any creatures that teleport with you appear in the nearest unoccupied space to the spot you designated. When you prepared your sanctuary, see below. If you cast this spell without first preparing a sanctuary, the spell has no effect. You must designate a sanctuary by casting this spell within a location such as a temple. So he will do that. Temple dedicated to or strongly linked to your deity. If you attempt to cast a spell in this manner in an area that isn't dedicated to your deity, it has no effect. So he will cast Word of Recall before he went out.
Very good. Total recall.
Indeed.
Very good. He can put the headphones back on, and we shall, we'll carry on from there. So, with everyone having their plans for the morning, Tirion and Daemon heading to the front gate. Aelfric received his message from the messenger, but is heading to the library until everyone else has their bits and pieces done that morning. Shadar just kind of, I suppose, just maybe took it easy that morning.
Picking up his amulet.
Yeah, I'm going to pick up his amulet. We'll probably get to that next session.
Mm-hmm.
And Mina, anything you would like to do on the morning while the others are doing their thing?
Nothing in particular. I imagine just keeping an eye out for Yoris to see if he's coming by at any point, but
no sign of him this morning. As you peruse the streets and go through the markets and things like that, no sign of him.
So truthfully, I don't want the Duke to see me, so I'm not trying to be too obvious to around, but
Gotcha.
I'll probably take a walk of the grounds, figure out where the innocents are being locked up for being Laola.
Walking around the streets,
because they're familiar streets.
Yeah, for sure, and kind of maybe listening in on some interesting conversations. There's not really much you glean from the kind of general passerby, and not too many of the kind of Ambersand demographic kind of walking around. There's a heavy guard presence, as you already know, and I suppose anyone from Ambersand Isle feels a little bit kind of intimidated by Castonian guard at this moment in time. So where there is a high presence, there are probably less of those guys to be seen. So not really much, not even whispers among the crowds about even what's happening in Ambersand. Really all the conversation you hear is, how blessed the people of Pethlan are to have all the dukes and duchesses and the king in the city at one time. But you also hear, gossip about, it's related to this violent madness that's after essentially all but wiping out the Fenwell dukedom, and we're next. You're hearing all this kind of stuff. But nothing about Yoris, unfortunately.
Okay. I might try to pick up a newspaper if there's a new one. We've been on the road for a few days.
Yeah. You managed to pick up a copy of the Verilian Courier.
Is there anything about... I guess I'm looking for Dukedom news, Shadow Blossom news, to see if this other person made it into the newspaper or the Fuegante.
Yeah, nothing about El Fuegante, but on page 4 there is a column on La Hadoda. They strike again. Another band of Castonian guards slain on a popular road passage. Sightings confirm that it was none other than La Hadoda, the demon that takes the lives of
Does the old woman that did Shadar's fortune have an agony aunt page?
Have a what, sorry?
Have an agony aunt page?
I'm going to say absolutely yes.
Yes.
That is now canon. But indeed, yeah, there is a little column there. It's not quite page 1 news. The whole King Bean and Pethlan thing is taken up.
Of course.
A lot of page 1 stuff, and of course the Violent Madness itself is still news. So yeah, perusing the paper in the bustling morning market streets of Pethlan. That's where we're going to leave it for today, I think. And
thanks very much, Mark.
We will pick it up next
time.
What
is session 1?
Wow.
Yeah, it was even,
we're back.
D&D doesn't necessarily have to be all combat all the time, We're doing a lot of...
not with this group.
True.
No. Doing a lot of character and plot development here. And
we had a few rolls, like
there's a few in there. But this is just picking up the traction. It's going to snowball from here.
We were in a very role play heavy area as well when we stopped the game a while ago.
This is very true. This is very true.
We were, yes.
Don't worry. Don't anybody worry.
No, Mark likes to beat us up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. He lets us torture each other, and then he tortures us. So
you guys make my job very easy.
I missed this game.
But we're back.
Too.
Back into full swing.
but also do check out Mark's Call of Cthulhu games because they are in podcast form right here on the Emerald Collective. And Mark, you have some of those two very games are available on Drive-Thru RPG.
Correct and right, under No Silver Linings and the Era of the Body Snatchers. You can grab those up on Drive-Thru RPG.
And Dave's game, the Twilight Madness, is also out.
The Stardust Twilight.
Sorry,
that's a mashup of our two
Twilight
guys.
Madness.
That's okay.
You see, I'm
If we ever do a crossover, there you go.
Hey,
the Starless Twilight.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's kicking off. We had a few. God knows where we are now. But I mean, we had a few episodes where sort of scene setting, getting to know the characters. But now with the backstories are starting to creep in, and funny games. I feel like it'll be like when this comes out, Violet Madness will be hitting the scenes as well. So.
Pretty much actually, I think. Yeah.
So
be close enough in proximity.
Yep. So anyway, great to be back.
Absolutely. It's been a long time coming, so thanks to all the loyal listeners who have tuned in when we were streaming in the past, and then obviously a big thank you to any new listeners that have joined the fray. Alrighty, everyone, thanks very much again for listening, and thanks to everyone for playing. See you again soon.
Goodbye. Yeah, see you soon.